Good evening. We welcome you to the Board of Directors regular meeting for Wednesday, January 20th, 2021 at 5 o'clock p.m. I call this meeting to order, and please stand for the pledge. I've asked our Assistant General Manager for Operations, Tony Culver, to lead us. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call, please.
President May.
Here.
Vice President Huff.
Here.
Director Statham.
Here.
Director Byron.
Here.
Director Michael.
Here. Number one is the approval of the agenda. I'll entertain a motion and a second. Second. Then moved by Vice President Huff and seconded by Director Statham. Roll call, please.
Director Byron.
Yes.
Director Statham.
Yes.
Director Michael.
Yes.
Vice President Huff.
Yes.
President May.
Yes. Public comment. This is the opportunity for members of the public to address the board on matters within the board's jurisdiction. They're not listed on the agenda. Please limit it. For that, state law prohibits the board of directors from discussing or taking action on items not included on the agenda. Are there any emails or any individuals on the phone?
No.
All participants have availability to speak if they have public comment at this time.
Is somebody there? He shook his head no. Okay. And no emails?
No email.
All right, so let's go on to consent calendar number 3. Items on the consent calendar are acted upon by one motion, unless the board member wishes an item to be acted upon separately, in which case it will be removed from the consent calendar. Demand list 98009-98062, and the board meetings for January 15th. Special board meeting 2021, and January 20th, regular and special board meeting minutes for January 20th, 2021, and the special board meeting minutes for January 25th, 2021, and I'll entertain a motion and a second. I'll make a motion. Second. It's been moved by Vice President Huff and seconded by Director Byron. Roll call, please.
Director Michael.
Yes.
Vice President Huff.
Yes.
President May.
Yes.
Director Byron.
Yes.
Director Statham.
Yes. Okay, 4A is the President's Special Recognition Award. Staff to announce special recognition. This is an information only, and at this time we'll have information from our Assistant General Manager of Administration, Jonathan Avedesco.
Okay, thank you, President Mays. Dear board members, district staff, public members, good evening. The district recently received a President's Special Recognition Award from the Association of California Water Agency Joint Powers Insurance Authority, or ACWA-JPIA, for the 3-year period. Per ACWA-JPIA, this is the 7th time that the district has received the award for its outstanding performance in the property insurance program. This award shows that the district successfully manages risks with the assistance and guidance from ACWA-JPIA staff. Maintaining a positive record solidifies the district's position as one of the agencies with a low number of incidents. Only agencies with a loss ratio of 20% or less are eligible to receive this President's Award from ACWA-JPIA. I'll be happy to answer any questions following public comments.
Are there any emails or are there any phone calls?
Received no emails on this agenda item.
And is there anyone on the phone that would like to speak? Seeing none, We'll bring it back to the board. Any comments? For information only.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Good job. Staff. We got good people here. Yes, Director McCollum.
So how do you accomplish this? There's no, like, no accidents?
So the way agencies are being awarded, if an agency achieves a loss ratio of 20% or less, which can be achieved by, so it's a ratio of paid claims and case reserves versus, the deposit premiums. So they have a way, so AquaJPA, calculates this, on their end.
Just referring to, I'm just curious, I mean, it's just like, people not get property damage, no accidents at work, what?
It's a combination of anything that our liability insurance covers.
Okay, so people are not getting hurt, no damage is being done?
Very limited, yes, very limited.
Well,
I mean, we're operating in a safe manner, that's why we're getting this.
okay, I get that. So,
You know, what I was told is that we have, less incidents compared to other agencies.
well, that's, in any industry, that's a big deal. Very good.
JPIA is very, very good at doing safety tests. They have individuals that come out to the districts and make any recommendations to the district as far as what they would recommend. And they've got programs continuously by virtual training and otherwise that help different districts. The LA Bounty Award is given to different districts that come up with ideas. And I've suggested that through the years that they have staff come up with any ideas that they are creating because they get an award of $75, $50, $100, whatever it is, depending on what ideas they come up with. So they're proactive. They know that their costs for all of the districts are going to be held down if we help and other districts help as well. So, okay. And any other questions? Any other comments? All right, let's go to number 5, director's comments for information purposes only on subjects not covered by the agenda and no action. Director McComb, please.
January 26th, I attended a rural community assistance seminar. It was on septic system operation and maintenance. They talked about the importance of maintaining septic systems through periodic inspections and pumping, both to protect groundwater and repairs if leach field fails. So we have a lot of septic tanks who remain high desert water districts, so people take care of their tank, you might avoid some costly repairs down the road. That's it, thank you.
Director Byron.
Yes, I attended the same RCAC workshop on wells and septic tanks, and I was wondering if RCAC has that webinar available to attendees. Is there a way to put a link on our website to that webinar? It was very informative, both on water wells and septic tanks.
I'm sure we can do that.
I'll check into it. I also attended the San Bernardino County CSDA meeting. I'll let the vice chairman report on that, but they had a very informative discussion on what Rancho Cucamonga is doing to collect its debt. And lastly, I attended the CASA conference, and I apologize for that, I was at home. But of interest that I remember is that it was reported that $1 billion in California is owed to water agencies and wastewater agencies. There's over 500,000 customers that owe more than $1,000, and 600 million of that is delinquent with water agencies. So there's probably 3 or 4 legislative bills that are out this year that are trying to deal with that. But that was a note to me.
Director fire, did they give a breakdown between commercial and residential for that? Because I can see how a lot of businesses could have big water bills and they have no
You know,
water.
they didn't. I was under the impression that it was just residential.
$2,000 for a water bill, well, for even a year, unless you're in an area like us where the prices are very high, it seems like it'd be hard to get that high, unless you are commercial.
But we're still not, experiencing a lot of delinquency, correct? Much over the average in the past.
No, we're pretty much the same from the prior year if we compare this month to a month prior.
I believe we're a little higher, but nothing of major concern.
That concludes my report, thank you.
Director Statham.
Thank you, Mr. President. I also attended the special districts meeting last weekend. I also left my notes at home. I think over 50 people attended. It was our first meeting, virtual meeting, since we stopped having regular in-person meetings basically a year ago. And there were about 55 people that attended. Mostly just for witnessing from their computer. And I thought that the presentation on how to deal with delinquencies for a larger agency, they wanted to stay on top of an issue and not let it get away from them through unawareness, made a lot of sense, and the work that they did working with customers sounded like it was heading off any number of problems. And so they were seeing some increase, but not a large increase, and they felt that some of the small difference between now and then was due to staff's efforts to work with customers, not let delinquencies just get totally out of hand. And I'm very pleased to hear that we're so far not having an issue here. I think of it as another unfunded mandate. The governor means well, so he just passes a rule, and guess what? You don't have to pay your rent, you don't have to pay your water bill, and the poor landlords and water districts are left going, well, now wait a minute, if they don't pay, then who pays? So hopefully we'll get it all sorted out here pretty soon. Vice President, anything else? Anything else? Vice President Mahara? I have nothing, thank you. All right, I have nothing, so let's go on to the manager's reports. We don't have a chief plant operator here, or do we have anybody? Nobody. Let's go on with Assistant General Manager, Administration, Jonathan Abadesco.
I just want to say that we will present the mid-year budget review on our next board meeting.
Okay. Board Secretary, Cody Mintz.
I just wanted to comment that I apologize, we had an error with our agenda this evening being displayed, so we'll get that fixed for next meeting.
Thank you.
You have done so well with getting this technology up and running, so no apology needed. I think we've done an excellent job. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Assistant General Manager, Operations, Tony Colbert.
Good evening. Just a little report. Connections work over 2,000 now, and they're actually going pretty good now. We had a little delay with permitting with the town. The town's taking up to 13 days, working days, to get us permits for the connections. So it's kind of slowed it down a little bit, but the contractors are getting it figured out. They're starting to plug away good now, so it's going good.
And General Manager, Ed Music. Good evening. It was unfortunate earlier this week, we did announce we're going to have a layoff next week of our admin assistant in the wastewater side. And then originally we had scheduled for the RFP to continue at today's meeting, but then it was determined that since we're in the process of hiring a new general manager, that we're going to defer that until the new general manager comes on board. So we'll probably be a month or two before we bring that back to the
And then in talking with Tony, Culver, and Sherry, they mentioned there's a lot of little baby Joshua trees growing in our area that no one seems to realize, at least Fish and Wildlife. And I would think that the town it'd be a good idea if they recorded a video, hire a good firm, and then that video could be played at all the agencies, you know, our water district, Joshua Basin Water District, 29 Palms, the city of 29 Palms, get a copy up to Sacramento to show that maybe this listing isn't really merited based upon all the little babies that are growing in this area. And that's it.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Let's go to number 7, which is the upcoming agenda items. Is there any future agenda items suggested to anyone? I don't see any hands up. Let's go to number 8, which is a closed session. Closed session pursuant to Government Code Section 54957, parentheses B. Public employee appointments, discussion. Title is General Manager. Thank you. We will adjourn for this point to closed session. And you all have a good evening.
Everyone logged off?
Yeah, give me this moment.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.